Hey folks, welcome again to one of the most enthralling, enlightening, entertaining and exciting session of Science Scamper for classes 6 to 8. And I am your super science teacher Ambika. At Educator, we always empower all our students as how to think and not what to think. So if you want to experience the same, it's the right time guys to subscribe to the Educator's YouTube channel. The subscription button is just given below guys. If you like our video, don't forget to press the like button and ensure to hit the bell icon to get all the latest updates from Educator. Now let's start today's session, and the topic for the day is friction. Yes, something without which we can't walk and something actually which restricts a whole lot of motion. So it is a necessary evil. It is a necessity and an evil as well. So we are going to understand both these things in this module. Now let's see the topics under this. Force of friction, factors affecting friction, friction a necessary evil, increasing and reducing friction, wheels reduce friction, and fluid friction. So now let's start today's session. Force of friction. Now what is friction? The force which opposes the motion of an object over a surface. यानी आप किसी चीज़ को पुश कर रहे हैं और वो चीज़ पुश नहीं हो रही है बिकॉज सरफेस एक फोर्स लगा रहा है अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में. आप इस डायरेक्शन में पुश कर रहे हैं, सरफेस इस डायरेक्शन में फोर्स लगा रहा है. सो ये जो फोर्स है दिस इज फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स. इट एक्ट्स बिटवीन द ऑब्जेक्ट एंड द सरफेस. नाउ फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स. कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स को अफेक्ट करते हैं? इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द मटीरियल्स प्रॉपर्टीज सच एज रफनेस, how clean the surfaces are, and other factors. Now friction depends basically on two things, that is nature of the surfaces in contact. अगर दो surfaces जो आपस में contact में हैं, अगर वो smooth होंगे तो frictional force कम होगा, अगर वो rough होंगे तो frictional force ज़्यादा होगा. जितने ज़्यादा rough surface हैं उतना ज़्यादा frictional force है, and that is why you see if the surface is very uneven, बहुत rough है तो किसी भी चीज़ को push करके ले जाने में बहुत time लगेगा, बहुत दिक्कत होगी because surface उतना ज़्यादा फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में लगाता है. इफ़ द सर्फेसेस आर स्मूथ, आप हल्का सा स्लाइड करेंगे और स्लाइड हो जाएगा बिकॉज सर्फेस exerts a very less frictional force if the surface is smooth. Now, friction is a necessary evil. Yes, it is. Because there are instances in daily life where friction is a necessity. For example, without friction, we can't hold objects in our hand. Like for example, this pen I'm right now holding is because of friction. You can't walk, we cannot light a matchstick. Sometimes friction is not desirable. For example, friction between machinery parts, which causes wear and tear. As friction is advantageous to us, it is considered as a friend, but due to its disadvantages, it is a foe. So depending on the circumstance, friction can be a help or a hindrance. Thus it is a necessary evil. कुछ cases में बहुत helpful है, कुछ cases में बिल्कुल helpful नहीं है. It is very harmful. So that is why friction is known as a necessary evil. Now increasing and reducing friction. जिन केसेस में हमें फ्रिक्शन हेल्पफुल है उनमें हम उसको कैसे इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं और जिन केसेस में फ्रिक्शन हार्मफुल है उन केसेस में हम उनको कैसे रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं. सो समटाइम्स वी हैव टू इंक्रीज एंड रिड्यूस. इट कैन बी इंक्रीज बाय इंक्रीजिंग द रफनेस ऑफ द सर्फेस एंड इट कैन बी रिड्यूस्ड बाय लुब्रिकेटिंग द सर्फेस विद ऑयल एंड ग्रीस. सो अगर आपको किसी भी जगह increase करना है friction, then you have to make surfaces rough, and if you have to reduce the friction, you have to make the surfaces smooth. And how you will make the surfaces smooth? By applying oil, lubrication, using ball bearings के आपस में surfaces rub ना हो. Let's move ahead. Action packed info. Friction can never be entirely eliminated. No surface is purely smooth. Some irregularities are always there. Friction को आप कभी पूरी तरीके से ख़त्म नहीं कर सकते. It cannot be finished off completely. There will be some or the other irregularities in every surface. कुछ ना कुछ unevenness हर surface में होती है, कोई कितना भी smooth दिखाई दे. Friction can never be completely eliminated. Now wheels reduce friction. Obviously wheels reduce friction. Rolling friction. When one body rolls over another body, the resistance to its motion is known as rolling friction. Rolling friction is smaller than sliding friction. यानी अगर आप किसी चीज़ को धक्का दे रहे हैं तो ज़्यादा फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स होगा और अगर रोल करा रहे हैं तो कम फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स होगा. And that is why wheels are used, because rolling reduces friction. It is easier to roll an object rather than to push it. आप एक object को roll करते हुए लेके जाना easy है और push करके लेके जाना difficult है, because push करने में sliding friction है, which is much more than the rolling friction. So rolling friction is less effective and it is more helpful. Now fluid friction. Fluid friction is also known as drag. Now drag is the frictional force exerted by fluids. When I say fluids, it means liquids and gases. Fluid means anything which can flow is a fluid. So gases can also flow and liquids can also flow. So both comes under that. The frictional force on an object in a fluid depends upon its speed, on the shape and the nature of the fluid. So that is why when objects move in fluid, that means in liquid or in gas, air or water, the shape of the objects are designed streamlined. And what is a streamlined shape? It's like this. The shape of a bird or a fish. This is a streamlined shape where the head and the tail are narrow and the middle part of the body is broad, because this helps in reducing friction. इस shape से friction कम महसूस होता है and object can easily move ahead. Okay, so less efforts are required. So with this, we have come to this super sweet session, and I hope that you have understood about frictional force. If you have any doubts, questions, queries, you can put them in the comment box below and I will definitely get back to you. If you haven't subscribed to the Educatup's YouTube channel, ensure to subscribe it and ensure to hit the like button as well. For your super science teacher Ambika, it's time to sign out for the day. But till the time we meet again, be happy, be safe and keep enriching yourself with Educatup. Bye-bye children.